Welcome back to the channel. This is Football Insights, where we talk about football-related issues concerning transfers, player profile, and other football matters. So if you haven't subscribed, please make sure you click on the subscribe button. You press the post notification bell so that anytime we upload, you'll be the first person to receive. Make sure you like all our videos on the channel. Our latest video, which is about Manchester United and what is actually going on in the club. They standing a chance to be banned from Europe, that is Champions League. So you head there, you check the video out for me, please. The numbers are not moving. The numbers are not moving. The YouTube shorts is doing numbers, but then the videos are not doing numbers. So you should do well. If you see video, just please check the video out for me. Comment down below. Click on the subscribe button. Follow us on all our social media platform. On IG, it is football_insight. On X, it is footy_insight. And then on TikTok, it is football_insight1 on TikTok. So this video is about, of course, it should be European review, top 5 European legs, what actually happened in Europe, top 5 European legs. But then we are swinging a little bit because I told you the last time I did the groupies, I did a video about the groups of the CAF Confederations Cup and the CAF Champions League. I told you if we have time, we will discuss about that because we have to throw more light on our local game in Africa. There are some teams here doing numbers, doing well in Africa. So we have to throw more light on them. And that is why I am doing this. Someone will say it's because Chelsea lost. No, it is not because Chelsea lost. Even if Chelsea won, we would have still talked about Africa. So if I have time, now the schedules have changed. If I have time, we will talk about the top 5 European leagues, what actually happened there. But I don't think the video will come because Champions League is on Tuesday, and on Wednesday we'll do a review of that too. So let's move straight into the video. So we move straight into the CAF Champions League. Pyramid FC hosted TP Mazembe. Pyramid of Egypt hosted TP Mazembe of DR Congo in Egypt. Pyramid FC won against TP Mazembe. Pyramids are they are there because when you mention pyramids, they are also a top side to reckon against. But then TP Mazembe has been they have not been performing lately. They are I think 5-time champions of the African or 3 times champion of the CAF Champions League. But then they are not living up to expectations as in Kotoko in Ghana. So yes, TP Mazembe is there. They are a top side. But then there is one thing about the African game. When you are playing home, when you are hosting the away team, you do everything in your power, in your position to win the game. And that is the trend. If they are playing home, they will do everything in their power to win that particular game, whether it is game tempering, anything possible to win the games. So you look at the trend and then you see all the home games won their matches. If not all of them, almost all of them won their matches, unless the team you are playing against is so much superior than you. So that is how the African game is. It is not like the European games. When you are playing home, it is a big deal in Africa. So Pyramid FC won TP Mazembe by 1-0. CR Belouizdad of Algeria also won Young Africans by 3-0. Young Africans, they are also a very good side. But CR Belouizdad is CR Belouizdad, man. Algeria too. So the weather will never favor Young Africans. Young Africans are at Central and Southern Africa. But then CR Belouizdad is at the top, the Mediterranean countries, the Algerians, the Tunisians, the Morocco. So of course the weather will not favor them. So they won by 3-0 against Young Africans. So that was on the 24th of November games. 2 games happened. Match day 1. Let's move to the rest of the day, or the rest of the 25th November 2023. That is match day 1. Simba FC of Tanzania also sat home, at Tanzania, and then they drew with ASEC Mimosas of these are our neighbors. They are our neighbors, Ghana and then Cote d'Ivoire or Ivory Coast. They are our neighbors. So ASEC is a top side, man. ASEC in football, they are 2 times champion of the Champions League. So you should know who you are playing against. So ASEC Mimosas are there. So Simba is also a very top side, but then Simba and then ASEC, when you come to the market as at now, Simba is a little bit ahead of ASEC because of performance, but then ASEC is ASEC in the Champions League. They are ASEC in the Champions League. So Simba sat at Tanzania, drew the game against ASEC. ASEC did really, really well because it doesn't happen like that. If you are playing away, it doesn't happen like that. A game at Tanzania with their fans, Simba, and then you are able to pull a draw. It is a very, very, very good performance for ASEC Mimosas. Petro Atletico or Petro Luanda also won by 1-0 against Ahly Omdurman of Sudan. Always I say this: Sudan are not doing well in the African market, but their teams are also doing well. They are all performing. So Ahly Omdurman also lost against Atletico Petro or Petro Atletico Luanda of Angola. You know them. They are a top side. They have the money. They have the resource. They have the players. They have everything. My guy is there. Gilberto is there to do 1 or 2 tests for me. So Gilberto, of course, he is there. They have a top side. Petro Luanda or Petro Atletico. They have the top players. They have the money. The oil money is there in Angola. So they are doing well. They won by 1-0 against Ahly Omdurman. Esperance Sportive de Tunis also won against Etoile Sportive de Sahel. So they also won at home. Esperance Sportive de Tunis, Tunisia, they won against Etoile Sportive du Sahel. So they also won by 2-0. Esperance is a top side. Etoile is also a top side as well. But then Esperance is Esperance. So Esperance won by 2-0. And then they were playing home too. So they won by 2-0. Let's quickly move to Ahly. Ahly scored Medeama FC of Takwa, Ghana Takwa, 3-0. Ahly is the pinnacle of African football. As you all know, if you follow African football very well, Ahly is the pinnacle of African football, a 10-time champion of the African or the CAF African Champions League. So when you are playing against them at home in Egypt, in Cairo, you should be very careful. You know what it comes, and then I am very proud of my boys that at least Ahly didn't, they didn't disgrace Medeama. I know when Ahly comes here to Ghana, Medeama are going to pull 1 or 2 strings and then they will win the game for us. I believe in them. I know they can do it. But then Ahly at Cairo in Egypt, be very careful, bro. You know what they can do. You know what they can do. They are very, 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 very fortunate that they didn't receive about 7 goals or 8 goals. So Medeama did well, but of course, Ahly is the pinnacle of African football. So they won by 3-0 against Medeama FC. But then the shocking result of the day was W.A.C of Morocco sitting home in Morocco and then losing against his Galaxy. Bro, that was the very shocking result of the day. W.A.C of Morocco, Wydad Club Athletic, sitting at home in Morocco and losing to Galaxy. Don't get me wrong. If Galaxy is not a top side, if Galaxy didn't have the materials, they wouldn't have qualified for the Champions League in the first place. So they doing there is something. It should tell you something that they are not joking. But then at least W.A.C of Morocco, you just won the Champions League. So at least you should show a little bit of level against Galaxy. But Galaxy did really well because they performed and then they were able to score W.A.C in Morocco. So Galaxy did really, really well. That was a shocking result of the day. Mamelodi Sundowns also won by 3-0. So of course Mamelodi Sundowns also did well. Of course, they are in a group with Pyramid FC and then TP Mazembe. So it is a tough group. But Mamelodi Sundowns in South Africa is different level. Mamelodi Sundowns different level. So Mamelodi Sundowns, I am not shocked that they won their game. So they are sitting first in the group A. Mamelodi Sundowns sitting first with 3 points plus 3 goals. Pyramid FC also sitting first with 3 points plus 1 goal. TP Mazembe sitting third with 0 points minus 1 goal. And then when you come down, you see this team there, they are also sitting last with minus 3 goals. They lost against Mamelodi Sundowns. So that is in Group A in the Champions League. Let's quickly move to Group B. Group B also has Galaxy is sitting first in Group B. They also have 3 points plus 1 goal because they won against W.A.C of Morocco in Morocco. ASEC sitting second with 1 point plus 0 goal. They don't have any goal. So ASEC is also sitting second. Simba is also sitting third with 1 point. 0 goal, of course, 1 point, 0 goal because they played 1-1 against ASEC Mimosas, and then WAC of Morocco sitting last with 0 points minus 1 goal because they lost against Galaxy, the shocking result of the day. So let's move to Group C quickly. Esperance Sportive de Tunis is sitting first with 3 points plus 2 goals because they won against Etoile Sportive du Sahel. So they are sitting what first. Esperance Sportive de Tunis, they did really, really well. Petro Atletico or Petro Luanda is also sitting second with 3 points plus 1 goal because they won against Ahly Omdurman of Sudan. So they are also sitting second. And then Ahly Omdurman is sitting third with 0 points minus 1 goal. Etoile Sportive du Sahel is sitting last with 0 point minus 2 goals because they lost. So let's quickly move to Group D. The pinnacle of African football, Ahly, the Cairo, the boys is sitting first with 3 points plus 3 goals because they won 3-0 against Medeama FC of Takwa in Ghana. So they are also there. And then of course, Club African is also sitting second with 3 points plus 3 goals. Medeama FC 0 points minus 3 goals. And then Club African is also sitting last in the group, 0 points minus 3 goals. So this, ladies and gentlemen, this is what actually happened in the CAF African Champions League. Massive games, massive club teams, competing against each other. So I think, match day one, they really did well. I watched some of the games in Canal Plus. If you don't have Canal Plus, it is a free advert for them. You should check them out, Canal Plus. So I watched few of the game at Canal Plus, especially Mamelodi Sundowns and then Medeama FC. Their game, I watch it. Very, very, very good football, very good pack, very good officiating. So Africa, we are also doing well. At least Patrice Motsepe, president of the CAF, Confederation, is doing really, really well for our game. So ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end of the video. CAF Champions League. So let's wait for the CAF Confederations Cup 2. There is, games went on there, so you wait for it. Thank you so much for your time. Make sure you click on the subscribe button. Make sure you press the post notification bell so that anytime we upload, you'll be the first person to receive it. Thank you so much for your time. Peace.